everybody, welcome to the Cow Emporium. Today we're going to be talking about the 2021 garden and food plan for us. Last year we raised, harvested, foraged over 1,800 pounds of food, and so this next year I'm not sure that we're trying to break that record, not even close. So today we're going to go over what's going on in the garden. I'm actually going to take you outside and show you.
Hey Nat, wait, I got an idea. You want to make sure that you mention the special seeds. Remember the special seeds?
What?
You want to make sure that you mention the special seeds.
Apparently Nat has something
Remember
to say.
the special seeds?
Special seed? What's the special seeds you're talking about?
I'll come over and we'll talk about it.
Well, you might as well come over here and tell the folks what you're talking about so we don't get in trouble.
Well, okay then, move over. Make room.
Now that you got everybody all riled up.
Hi.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
I was talking about bacon seeds. Bacon seeds. See? Now, we tried that last
These
year.
are delicious.
Glenn wasn't buying any of it.
I think that we're going to have a little
We couldn't
bit
agree
of a tough time
where you
trying
plant
to
the bacon seeds
Glenn
last
into
year.
this.
Because he says he doesn't want them in the
I
yard.
know.
But look, that's not going to change.
You can eat them fresh, right out of the pot.
She doesn't like it when I come around. I kind of embarrass her sometimes. Imagine that.
Okay, as promised, we are outside. And you can see I'm not even wearing a jacket. It's only -1 degree Celsius here today. Gosh, it feels like, I don't know. It feels so good. It feels like summer. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you around and I'm gonna show you where I plan on planting stuff this year and what's already in the ground that'll be ready to come up. Okay, first we're gonna start with the greenhouse. Hi, Frosty. I had Frosty all tied up. The wind kept blowing him over. Okay, greenhouse. Makes excellent dry storage. Oh my goodness, it's lovely in here. I bet it's 14 degrees in here. Okay, so in here, I'm going to be planting the tomatoes again. And what else do I have listed for the greenhouse? Tomatoes and marigolds. I'm going to plant some of the indeterminate ones so they're climbing up that wire again. And at the back. And so that's what's going to be happening in the greenhouse. Crazy dog. Lock that up again. There we go. Okay, in this garden bed here, I love growing in these boxes. It's really quite nice. So from the sticks to the left there, I have hard neck garlic planted all along the bottom half of that box. And in the rest of the box, I'm gonna plant herbs. And along the cattle panel, I'm gonna be putting in some pole beans there. I ordered some of the they're long beans. I think they might be a Chinese bean. So that's what's happening with this garden box. It's going to be all herbs. I know it's hard to imagine into the snow, hey? Okay, on this end of the box, I'm going to be planting some more beans going up the cattle panel, some marigolds, some cucumbers going up this other side of the panel. I got some cute little cucamelons that I'm going to put in there. And the rest of the box down there, I'm probably going to be putting in some just green beans and bush beans. Over here is where we had the corn last year. And beyond that is the garden box that Glenn just made last year. And he has in there already planted asparagus, rhubarb, and strawberries. So that's kind of a fruit box and veggies over there. I plan on putting, at least I have on my fancy dancy map here, in this garden. Down here at the end you can see the stakes. So that's another couple of rows of the hardneck garlic. And in the rest of the box, I plan on planting some sunflowers somewhere. And I was thinking I might plant some in here, but not the really tall variety because I don't want them shading out that box behind there. And I was thinking putting corn here again. And along the back of the greenhouse, I had scallopinis there last year, 3 plants, and that actually worked out pretty good. You can see the chickens, they're just so happy for the warm weather. Alright, ooh, speaking of, I'll tell you about that later. Speaking of chickens. Okay, in these boxes here, you can see I got some marigolds there. And they'll probably end up going to seed. Down in this corner, there is asparagus that grows here, and it grows really well there. Last year, it was just so happy. I actually amended the soil here in these garden boxes with a bunch of compost, store-bought compost last year. So they were pretty happy. What on earth is that? That done looks like a bird carcass. I have no idea. Terrifying. I don't know what that is. Okay, in this big box here, I have the top set up so that we can put wood slats on there, make it kind of like a pergola, because these boxes get so hot in the summertime and dry out really quickly. So I think that I'm going to be planting some more herbs in here because, guys, you'd use a lot of herbs. I use a lot of dried herbs, and I really have a fun time growing them and drying them myself. So in this yard, that's where we drug the chicken tractors back and forth and back and forth. So it'll be interesting to see all the green patches from where the chickens had been roaming around over the summer. Along the back there, along that snow fence, those are all Saskatoons planted there. Until we get down to a little bit further where that aspen is. You guys wouldn't know it's an aspen because it's winter, but it's one of the trembly aspens. It's just scared all the time, that thing. I know. I try so hard to be a comedian. Me with my terrible accent. Well, that's the alter net. That's the alter ego net. Okay, here's the big garden. So this is the rest of the space that we got the over 1,800 pounds of food from, and a few pots that were on my deck, but they didn't produce a lot. They had peppers and such in them. So I was thinking that we would move our potatoes this year, and I don't know whether my sister-in-law is going to be planting out here again, but last year she had this whole half of the garden, so I only got food from half of the garden. You can see I got some dill there. That'll seed itself. And I think I'm going to put the potatoes, onions, carrots, beets, and squashes in this garden. And I'll use whatever of the other side that I can. I'm going to put tomatoes along that fence that I have in the middle that I never took down. And I'm going to plant pots, and in those pots, I'll just keep them on the back deck and make sure that I water them well because it gets really hot on this side of the house. And I'm going to put peppers in there. I'll put some peppers in the big garden too, I think. I'll put peppers in there. I was going to try and grow those sun cherries again. I'll put those in those pots. And yeah, that's it, guys. So that's my growing plan. Oh yeah, the thing I was going to tell you about. Look at the crazy dog. He's throwing around a pine cone. Or whatever the cones are that the spruce trees have. Okay, so about the meat. Well, you saw the bacon seeds. I'd like to have the bacon seeds planted, but that's really up to Glenn, because I need his help with the bacon seeds. We are gonna butcher. We will find some pig to butcher, even if we don't raise some pigs. And I phoned this morning actually and ordered only 25 Cornish crosses this year. We did 50 last year. We did lose a few. And Kathy, you'll be happy to know that there won't be any heartbreak here because I didn't order any turkeys. After last year's turkey disaster, I did not order any turkeys. So there you go. Okay, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. As it gets closer to what's happening, I'll talk more about exactly, say, what kind of seeds I'm going to use or whatever. Don't forget, we're Zone 3 here. So Zone 3, we have 100 days frost-free. And I nailed it right on the head. Actually, I didn't do it. The Farmer's Almanac told me for this area what our frost date was going to be, and I forget when it was. It froze like September 4th or something. Like a frost bad enough to kill. I had to pull all my squashes and stuff in because I simply couldn't cover them all. So we got 100 days of outside time. That's not a lot. So we do start some seeds inside, and I'll show you that along the way too. Anyway, hope y'all having a great day. We'll talk to you soon.